Episode 1 of Hunter with a Scalpel begins with a shot of a little girl sitting alone on a rocky beach with a doll, picking at an injury on her hand. Nearby is a white truck. The scene then shifts to a club where a young woman causes mayhem when she publicly murders a man. We then skip to the same scene now being investigated by police. One of the investigators is a woman called Sa-Hyun, a forensic pathologist and also the same woman from before. She tells the other detective that the murderer enjoyed the act and could be a druggie or a psychopath. It turns out though she's not actually the killer, she's only picturing herself in their shoes. Sa-Hyun then meets some of the other clubgoers who have been held by the police. She examines each of them and shows them the knife that was used. From their reactions, she is able to gauge exactly who the killer is. Elsewhere, a detective named Jung-hyun and his colleague investigate a stalking case. They're on a stakeout for the stalker, but Jung-hyun's colleague doesn't take it seriously. Instead, he goes to a nearby store and then makes a fuss about a small boy who tries to steal some chocolate. While Jung-hyun is arguing with him about this, he sees the stalker and gives chase. But unfortunately, the man gets away. Later on though, both the cops get in trouble for causing chaos and Jung-hyun's boss tells him off. Jung-hyun then drops the little boy home where his younger brother greets him. We then see Sa-Hyun in her lab, working on the dead man from the club. She's not particularly warm or empathetic towards her colleagues, and that much is evident from the way that she greets them. The scene then shifts to a laundromat where we meet a man named Mr. Choi, who runs the place. He watches a news program where Sa-Hyun is being interviewed for her feats as a forensic pathologist. On her way home, Sa-Hyun feeds a stray cat. She's interrupted though by one of the nearby business owners who complains about all the cats disturbing the area because of her. Sa-Hyun gives her a deadly stare and then walks away. Meanwhile, we get a few shots that show someone putting maggots on a dead body. In the morning, Jung-hyun and the other cops get a report about a body. They find it wrapped in plastic in the middle of a field, and Jung-hyun uses a common associate to get in touch with Sa-Hyun and ask for her help with the case. He shows her the case files which describe how the body was in a state of bad decay, and she agrees to work on it. The victim, as we soon find out, is a 23-year-old by the name of Lee Yeon-ju. Sa-Hyun works on her corpse and finds maggots where one of the eyes should be. All the girl's internal organs have also been removed except for her stomach. Sa-Hyun also finds a syringe mark and realizes that the girl's neck was broken. Most surprisingly though, Sa-Hyun finds a red thread inside the body. This triggers flashbacks of her as a child, sitting on a rocky beach with a doll. Someone whistles and the little girl goes towards the white truck and gets in, which is where episode 1 comes to an end. So Hunter with a Scalpel kicks off with an engaging and solid episode. We get a good overview of Sa-Hyun, who is an ace at her job but otherwise cold and aloof from other people. She also clearly has a darker, more psychotic side, as we see from her picturization of the murder in the club, as well as her death stare towards the woman who asked her to stop feeding the cats. Park Soo-hyung is doing a great job here, giving Sa-Hyun a stoic atmosphere, which is broken by her creepy one-sided smiles as she does her job. Jung-hyun comes across as a fairly straightforward detective, hardworking and determined to do the right thing. Kang-hoon does a solid job as well, though he doesn't really get the same range that Park has. The story is quite interesting though, and the episode starts with a murder and then ends with one as well, which makes it all feel quite thrilling. Sa-Hyun's past is only hinted at, but there's enough here to instill a sense of creepiness and uneasiness. And considering all the uninhibited views of the corpse and its insides, you're definitely going to need a strong stomach to get through this one. All in all though, this is a good, gripping start to this K-drama. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.